Guys, today I am going to give some really important information regarding traveling to Kashmir. I have read a lot of blogs before and those were totally not correct because when I am here and today is the fourth day and what people give a misleading information on the net. So I will really give you the real clear concept and the picture what happens and how the Kashmir tour can be enjoyed. People are scared that there are COVID protocols, things like that. First of all, let me tell you, we traveled from Raipur to Delhi and Delhi to Srinagar. Since we had a 2 PNR, so I have to check my baggage from Delhi again and to Srinagar. But if you have a single PNR, you can travel directly from your point to the destination without checking the bag at the Delhi airport. Well, as far as the Delhi airport is concerned, the checking out and checking in was a easy procedure, no problem. What you have to do is that you have to wear the mask at all the times in the airport, and also you have to wear the mask while you are in the aircraft. Now, while you come out of the Srinagar, people are often scared, like what are the protocols for the COVID guidelines. I will tell you very clearly. It's very clear and concise and very simple and easy. First of all, those people who are fully vaccinated, they don't have to worry at all. As soon as you go to the reporting immigration side, they will definitely take a copy of your vaccination certificate. So you make sure that you carry at least 2 copies of the vaccination certificate, because one copy of the vaccination certificate goes to the Department of Jammu Kashmir Health Department. So as soon as they will see your COVID certificate, they will ask you to raise your right hand and they will stamp it exempted from any COVID guidelines. Now, as we were traveling with my daughter who is 10 years old, of course there was no vaccination, so they will give a kit right there where they stamp your hand. They will give a kit and they will say, go to the end, get it stamped, get it the rapid antigen test. So we did the same. We came out of the security gate. They checked whether we are having the assumption or not and what the kid has. So they let us go out, and at the exit point, there are a lot of doctors sitting there, for doing the rapid antigen test. So what we did is that we did our daughter's rapid antigen test. They take a swab and they test it immediately and they will let you go. It's a piece of cake for which myself and my family was so much worried what would happen in Srinagar. So let me tell you guys, it's a piece of cake. If you are fully vaccinated, take the certificate. If you are not, if your child is not, and if somebody is not vaccinated, they don't have to worry. It's a rapid antigen test for all the passengers who are not vaccinated, and it can be done in the airport free of cost, and the government pays for the rapid antigen test. Well, coming out of the airport is easy. Again, make sure that you have enough warm clothes because the temperature here is pretty down, right? So was like when we came, it was like about 2 degrees centigrade. So we have enough warm clothing, and moreover, the taxi which you have booked for our travel needs, they run the heater, so that's not a problem. So you yourself feel warm. Well, coming to hotel, checking out, checking in is a very easy procedure. Today is the fourth day. This our hotel. We are spending 3 nights here. So today morning we will be going to Gulmarg. Now the places which I have visited so far, I will tell you. Number one, Doodh Pathri, the meadows of milk. They say there are a lot of things there, but the thing is that you have to really go to the point. There is a car parking. If your taxi will go to the car parking, from car parking, you will be really surrounded by lots and lots of people, the pony riders. They will try to talk to you, like they will start with 3,000, 4,000 per person, but you really have to negotiate. They will say they will have 12 points, this, that, and things like that. But you don't have to listen to any of those. You have to just tell them, I want to go to Doodh Ganga, which is about 7 kilometers in the hills. So if the pony rider can take you and if you can bargain with them pretty nice, you can have a pretty good deal. See, what we dealt was like we spent 3200 rupees, 3300 rupees for three ponies. So the pony will take your bag. They are very nice. You know, of course, they will expect some tip. Kashmir is all meant about from the tourist. So the main source of income is tourist, but they try to rip you off, which makes the situation sometimes unacceptable and uncomfortable. But if you are pretty tough on your words, and if you know what exactly you have to pay, shell out from your pocket, it would be easy. But if it's not, then you will be having hell of a time. So I would rather say, make sure that you know where you are going, negotiate a price, and go with the pony riders. We went there, we enjoyed beautiful sceneries, and waterfalls are there, so you can really enjoy Dudh Pathri. Well, make sure you have enough warm clothing because it is pretty damn cold there, -2 degrees centigrade when we went there. The second day was, our trip was Sonamarg, the Tajwas Glacier. Again, there is a lot of discrepancy in that also. The information which I have read and which I was reading this morning also about the Sonamarg, the Tajwas Glacier. First of all, I would like to tell you, there are 2 points. When you go from Srinagar, it is about 80 kilometers, and they will make you reach to a point called car parking. That is a Sonamarg car parking. From there to the glacier point is about 7 kilometers. From 7 kilometers, you have to take a pony ride. But all this information is not related to any of those people who have already gone or they have been speaking on the internet without information. I will tell you what we did is that we took a taxi. We of course negotiated. From 8,000 rupees, we came down to 3,500 rupees. What we did is that, and that is the best thing to do, because if you start with the pony ride from the parking lot, they will take you around 1,800 rupees is the 1,600 rupees is the government rate, but they won't ask you less than 2,500 per person. So if we were three people, so that would have taken us how much? That would have taken us to about 7,500. But I think the best option for a family is that to take a car or a chained car, because it's pretty ice. The day when we went there, it was having a snowfall. So when the snowfall is there, there's a slush, and the road is pretty iced. So make sure you take a local cab, negotiate with them. So once you negotiate with them, go with them, and they will taking you to all the points. Now, once you come down to the glacier point where you have to ride to see the glacier or see the site of Bajrangi, the movie which was shot there, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to take a sledge, or you don't have to take a pony, or you don't have to take a jet, the sky scooter. The best thing is that walk, because that will take you few minutes, and then you will really enjoy. You will really enjoy walking. It's not a whole lot of kilometers. It's about 1.2 kilometers. And if you go with the sledgers, the sledge, they will charge you too much. So try to negotiate with them. The government rate is only 800 rupees. The government rate is 500 rupees, but they will ask you about 1,000 rupees. So if you are going with the sledge, if you are planning to use the sledge, make sure you don't pay more than 500 rupees. Just tell them, I don't want to pay. Yes, you have to take the snow boots, which will cost you 100 rupees per pair rental. And if you are taking a snow scooter, make sure the bargaining price will be too much. They will be asking 3,000, 4,000 per scooter, but you don't have to pay more than 1,200 rupees. Tell them the government rate. People say there is a tourism office, there is a JK police, tourists, that those help the tourists, but basically they don't really help the tourists. There is no office like that. The office is closed because they say it was snow. So you have to be really careful what you shell out from the pocket and bargaining with them. So as I told you, it's best thing to do is to take the car and have the glacier. And as I experienced and I saw in the net, the third thing when it comes to the drinks, the alcoholic drinks, there are a lot of shops in Srinagar where you can buy alcohol. And if you are planning to go to Sonamarg or Gulmarg, anywhere, there is no shops there. So best way to do is that you have to buy the wine or the alcohol at the wine shop. Wine shop, as I heard from the previous blogs, that they will rip you off this and that, and it's not right. It's not fair to write so many bad things about those people. The thing is that they are pretty much fair. They are selling on the MRP price, and almost all the bar shop there you can see a lot of army personals there. They even check your bag while going inside the wine shop because they want to make sure everything is safe. So wine shop, yesterday I went to the wine shop, got a bottle of Old Monk, which is 650 rupees printed, and I paid 650 rupees printed price. And I got a beer, printed rate was 180 and I paid 180. So there is no such thing like they will rip the tourist off for the wine things and alcohol like that. It's pretty much fair, they are right. And of course, the place where we are staying, you can have a lot of street foods, you can enjoy that. And that's all. And as we move onward, I will update you with my blogs. Thank you and thanks for watching me. And please don't forget to subscribe us.